Morning everyone, here in the Gompa and also online. Geshe has asked us to reflect today as a group of students on the topic of death and impermanence. And as Geshe says, it's a very, very important topic. If you compare it to the footprint in the animal realm, it's compared to the footprint of an elephant, which is the biggest of the footprints in the animal realm. And the same imprint creates this meditation on permanence, impermanence and death along our path. And it's really important to see it in a constructive way, taking a constructive approach, not just to get depressed and give up because it's not worth the effort, because we die anyway soon and we can't do anything. It's the contrary. We should use the time that we've got in this life to make the most out of it, not to waste it, but to make it a meaningful time. And we start again today with a short motivation. And try to settle the mind with a concentration meditation and then switch to an analytical meditation, which will focus on the classical structure with the 3 roots and the 3 reasons. And be patient with me, please. So we settle into our posture, we bring the mind where the body is. Take a comfortable seat on a chair or on a cushion. Eyes closed or open as you prefer. Most important, keep the spine straight. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaws. There's nothing to bite now. Crown of your head points towards the ceiling and your chin is slightly tucked in. Your tongue touches the upper teeth. Take 1 or 2 deep breaths to settle into your posture and to arrive. And I read a really beautiful motivation from Rinpoche last night that comes from your personal Dharma practice for life. And there he says that the purpose of life is to benefit other sentient beings. And the greatest benefit you can offer them is to liberate them from their suffering and its causes. But in order to do so, we need to attain enlightenment. And to do that, we need to achieve the Lam-Rim, the gradual path of enlightenment. And when you complete the path of enlightenment, you will be fully qualified to liberate numberless sentient beings from ocean of samsaric suffering and bring them to full enlightenment. To benefit others, we need therefore Lam-Rim meditations and realizations in the Lam-Rim. And we're going today a small step by practicing together. And to get a little bit concentration, we start with counting the breaths. Count 1 for the in-breath, 2 for the out-breath, 3 for the next in-breath, count to 10 and then start again counting from 1. And put efforts in this practice. Activate your mental factors, alertness and mindfulness. Have this little reminder in the back of your head when your thoughts start to travel. And remember and bring back the focus to the object of your meditation, the breath. Do this for 1 or 2 minutes. And when the mind is settled, start visualizing Shakyamuni Buddha in front of you, on the level of your eyebrows, or at least generate faith that he's there. He's surrounded by the masters of India and Tibet, sitting on a beautiful lotus throne with 2 snow lines on each corner. There's a sun and moon disk on top of the throne. Shakyamuni Buddha appears in golden light, 3-dimensional, very shiny. And wears the robe of a fully ordained monk. Sitting in the Vajra seat. His right hand on his right knee touches the moon disk. In his left hand holds the golden nectar bowl. And he's very, very pleased that he showed up today. So he's compassionately smiling at you. And surround yourself by sentient beings of the different realms. From the hells, the spirits, the animals, the gods. They are all in the aspect of human beings. And look at them. They have no clue They're just wandering around in samsara and suffer. What they consider as happiness generates the most painful suffering. Based on wrong perceptions of inherent existence, of person and phenomena. You feel the need to help them and to take the responsibility to lead them out of samsara. And we ask Shakyamuni Buddha in front of us to support us, to help them, to become ourselves a Buddha with an omniscient mind, to really be able to help them. Shakyamuni Buddha is very pleased with your intention, and so he sends light from his heart to the crown of your head and all of the heads of the sentient beings. It's a 5-colored light, but mainly in the aspect of white light. And as Geshe-la described, you can imagine that there are nectar drops, white nectar drops, coming to the crown of your head from Shakyamuni Buddha's heart, along a string or a thread or through a tube. And this white light fills your body completely from the crown of your head to the tip of your toes, and you feel how this white light purifies negative karma and pacifies obstacles. To realize and understand death and impermanence. Generate this image for 1 or 2 minutes. And then you can request again the Buddha to help you and to send blessings to you and to all sentient beings, and to achieve the realizations of the Lam-Rim topics, especially on death and impermanence. And again, Shakyamuni Buddha sends the 5-colored light, mainly in the aspect of yellow light, to the crown of your head. This light fills you up again and makes you ready to get insights. Feel how this light fills your body. Half a minute. And as your body is filled with this yellow golden light, You feel ready to get the insights on the Lam-Rim. You feel ready to even get realizations. You're on the step to get these realizations on the Lam-Rim. So we start to analyze depth and impermanence based on the classical structure, because this is a reality we can't escape. And if you prepare yourself, there will be less mental suffering. And the first root is that this is certain. We will die. There is no escape. There's definitely no possibility to escape this. Even though currently everything seems so stable. But there is no doctor, no meditation, no medication, no money in this world or fame that can save us from this. Even the Buddha showed the aspect of dying. And death is not only certain, the lifespan becomes shorter every moment. Geshe-la said, every breath you take and every move you make brings you closer to your moment of death. And death will certainly not wait until you say, now I finished all my projects and Dharma practice. It can come every moment. There's never enough time to accomplish all the tasks and to finish all practices. So when we see that death is so certain, wouldn't we put all our efforts into practice right now? When we still have this precious human rebirth in the best conditions that we can imagine, before it's too late. And what we often ignore is that the time of death is completely uncertain. And we can die every moment. You don't get a card at the beginning of your life where guaranteed lifespan is written. There is no guarantee. Some people die young, even in the womb of their mother. Some die early in their life, and some get very old. You never can be sure if the next what comes is tomorrow or is our next life. And it's also because there are very few reasons to sustain life. but so many reasons to die. In an accident, traffic, and even things that should benefit us, like food or medicine, can be a cause to die. Having side effects or an allergic shock. Death is completely beyond our control. It's just in the control of karma and afflictions. And our body looks so solid, but actually it's so fragile, so extremely vulnerable. It's like a water bubble. And we grasp as this body is so very solid on the surface, but the internal organs, it's a very tricky and fragile system that can collapse every moment. So shouldn't we have the determination to practice Dharma now and not wait for longer now that we've got all the best conditions, a healthy body, healthy mind, uninterrupted lineage of teachings? And at the time of death, the only benefit is the Dharma. As only consciousness goes. We cannot take our friends and relatives, our followers or Instagram friends or whatever to our next life. And we cannot take possessions or wealth or fame. Completely need to detach. And we can't even take our body to our next life because it's only the consciousness that goes, as we've learned yesterday in the death process. We need to leave our body behind. Or shouldn't we practice nothing but Dharma now, from now on? To maybe set a stable imprint, now that the Dharma is still available, undegenerated. And at the moment of death, just the consciousness goes to the next life. And the Dharma jewel follows. There is no I, no controller that guides you from one life to the next one. It just follows the law of cause and effect. And habituation patterns propel you from one life to the next life. So we should create stable imprints in this life. So we can recognize the Dharma again when we meet it in our next life. Therefore, you should promise to yourself to become more diligent with your practice, especially your Lam-Rim practice. practice well in this life and put efforts into your practice. And there's nothing to fear. Because you have the real security of the Lam-Rim. So make this determination and promise for yourself the next 1 or 2 minutes. And Guru Buddha is very pleased with your efforts today and your promise to yourself to practice more diligently, to use this amazing opportunity that you've got right now. So he comes to the crown of your head, facing in the same direction as you. The throne dissolves into the lotus. Shakyamuni Buddha becomes smaller and smaller, size of your tongue. And dissolves into the crown of your head. Passes your throat. And rests at the level of your heart and dissolves into bright light. And mind of the Buddha, the qualities of the mind of the Buddha become once with your mind. Feel this bliss for a short moment. And to conclude this practice, we dedicate with the 2 bodhicittas. Chang chop sem chokrin boche ma ki panam ge gurchi ke vanyam pa me payang gone gong du pel varshok toni tam varin boche ma ki panam ge gurchi ke panyam pa me payang Gone gong du pelvashok. In all my lives, never separate from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma by completing the qualities of stages and paths. May I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Thank you very much.